Okay then, so now we've gone over how to actually use a project to build out levels and how the different functionality works for doors, elevators, pickups, guns, etc., etc. We can start having a look at how to customize the look and feel of your game. So what I'm going to do is jump into the HUD folder and we'll go through some of the HUDs available. So we've got the in-game HUDs, which are obviously our standard HUD, which has all of the health, armor, ammo, etc. all listed on it. And we've also got the damage overlay, the editable text HUD, the game over screen, and the level complete one. So what we're going to do is I've prepared some assets already. So I've got some fonts, some UIs, some background images. So we're going to go ahead and start looking at how we customize the menu. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the title menu because it's the first thing the player's going to see. So we're going to get rid of your game name here because we're going to use a background image with the name baked into it. So let's just drag that out and we will anchor it full screen like that. We'll get our image, which is going to be one of the pre-built ones. So if I jump into the assets folder, so we can all store all of these things in one place. So let's get the title one. So just drag that in. And there we go. So now we can go back into our menu HUD and we can just tick the little arrow because I've already got it selected. I'm going to size that to the content. Actually, let's just undo that anchor thing for now. Then we'll do size to content. And then we will anchor it like that and just move it into position. There we go. So 0, 0 and 0, 0. Right. Lovely. So just make sure we're actually now within our safe bounds. And now we can back out of that. We can hit compile. So now if we go and press P and go back to the title menu, boom, we've got our lovely Spoom background now, which is just a modified image of some Doom artwork for now, because obviously I'm not going to be selling this, so we don't need to worry about commercial rights and all that. We do need to worry about sending this back though, so I'm going to send it back 10 layers just so we've got some room to play with. And there we go. We've got our title menu somewhat set up. So let's go ahead and move these. Actually, I'm going to just grab them all and we'll move them up to around about there. And we're going to make sure these are left justified. Nice. Okay, so let's sort out these buttons. So I think we're going to need a much nicer font. So again, I'm going to go into the assets here and I'm just going to add a new folder for fonts and we'll go up on about adding a new font into it. So we'll open that up. We'll go back to our assets folder here. We'll grab the font that I've got, which is called Zombie. You can get it from defonts.com, which is where I got this one from. So we want to create a new font face. Yes. There we go. So we've got our zombie font. So we can go back to our menu. We can click all these texts. We can check in here and you'll find we've got zombie, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tint it a nice red. Nice. And then we'll get some outline on it, maybe 2. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. What about 3 actually? Does 3 look any good, or is that going to be too much? No, I think we can live with 3. What about Droid Sans? Oh, that doesn't look very good. Roboto Tiny, no. Let's go with Zombie. There we go. So now we've got our buttons looking pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab these. Actually, we'll resize them first. So I'll bring this one in. And maybe up a little. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So what's that new size? So we'll call that 190 by 40. Yeah, that looks okay. So let's do the same for this. So we'll do 190 by 40. And the same for this. You'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. And we'll do 190 by 40. And for exit, 190 by, let's see what 35 looks. Actually, yeah, I probably should have done 35 to be fair, because we've got a little bit of room at the bottom there. So let's grab these buttons and we'll just do, oh, is it not going to let us do them all at once? Okay. That's sad. Right, 190 by 35. I'll do the same here. And same here. What I'm going to do is try and get a nice highlight effect. So we've got our buttons here. So let's just move them so they're a little bit nicer spaced. That's more like it. Okay, lovely. And then we'll grab our buttons here. And we will, is it the buttons we're looking forward to use, or I think it might be the text actually. Let's grab the text. Ah, there we go. So we want it like so. There we go. Much nicer. Why is that got a space at the, a space at the front? For some reason the exit's quite far across that way. But anyway, so let's grab the buttons. And then what we can do is we can draw this as none, right? We'll leave the hovered as the color, as the actual button, and we'll draw the clicked as none. So now, when we go back to the menu, we got like a cool little highlight thing going on, which I think is pretty sweet. So let's sort out the anchors for these. Where are you, anchors? Ah, there we go, anchor, and we'll anchor them to the right like that. So now when we go, it should look a little better. There we go. So we've got new game, load game, settings, and exit, and we can hover over them, and they'll show us what whatever it is they do, and then we can click on them, and we'll go to the next menu. So that looks pretty cool. We can do the same thing with our settings menu, and the same thing with our load and save menus. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna close all of these down because we don't need them all open anymore. Because we're done with the weapons. We're done with the pickups. We're done with the level blueprint. We still want the HUD and the title menu. Okay, so back to the HUDs we go, and we'll just go into the menus again, and we'll start with the pause menu because that's probably going to have the most amount of things in it. So again, just going to bring an image out, and we're going to set that to, do we have a paused specific one? Did I make a paused specific? Okay, got level complete, load, save, title, you died. Okay, so we'll just use the title one again for now. So we'll just do boom. We'll size it to content. We'll set the 0 position, and we will anchor it so it stretches with screen size. That's why we use these 0.1s here, so it keeps its scale relative to the screen. So again, we're gonna, because that's a background image, we're gonna send it back, and then we're gonna get these buttons. We're gonna move them down like so, and we're gonna anchor them to the left side of the screen like that. Okay, so now we can grab our text, and we can repeat the process from before. So we'll make sure it's vertically aligned like that, center aligned, horizontally aligned like that, and center aligned as well. So we'll do outline size of 3 again, our zombie font, and our lovely red, like so. And we'll take these, we'll do, I think, try 40. No, okay. 50. Yeah, that's better. So we'll do 50 for you as well. 50 for you as well. 50 for you. And 50 for you. Excellent. And we'll grab all the buttons. So we can control click those. Just move them across a little so they're in line with the logo a bit better. Compile. And then we'll do the same as we did before, where we'll draw this as none. And this as none. Okay, so now when we hit pause, we got a sweet pause screen. We got our highlights on the different options. And we can go to the title menu, and we've got the same thing there. Obviously, the text could probably be doing with making it a bit bigger. So let's go back to our title menu, and we'll up the size of this text. So what's our current font size? Oh, we've got the buttons. It's the text we need. Text, text, text. So current font size is 24. So let's change that to 36. There we go. So now we need to grab these buttons. Oh no, not that. Grab these buttons. Oh no, we don't want the new game button. And then, oh, bloody hell. Bloody. And we can deselect the load game. Deselect the settings. And there we go. So let's go and see what that looks like now. I think the button size is probably going to have to go up. Yeah. So it was, I think it was like 40 and 190. So let's do U. Button size 190. Where's the size Y? Okay, we'll just do it like that. Actually, probably needs to come a little bit further out. Right, load game. Where's the size Y? Oh, that's. Wait, I know. Thought that was so strange. Anyway, we'll just do it like this. Because this is just a demonstration after all. You would probably do whatever you're going to do for your game. Probably make it look a little bit better. Right, there we go. That looks fine. So let's hit play and see how that looks in game. So title menu. Yeah, it's not too bad. So the new game, and now let's go on and do our new game one. So we exit that. Just check again, make sure we haven't missed anything in the pause menu. Not really. We're probably going to bunch these up a little bit, I think, actually. So do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Okay, let's try that. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Probably do bunch them up a little bit more, but I'm not going to worry about too much about that for now. You've got the general idea of how this all goes down. So there we go. We've got our new game menu, and we can exit, and it's all cool and set up and sweet. So what's next on the list? Our save system. Okay, let's do the same again for this. So we'll grab the text, and we'll change this to zombie. And we'll add a little bit of outline and a nice red color. Lovely stuff. And then again, with the buttons, we will do draw as none and draw as none. So now if we hit play, we go to our save game. Oh yes, of course, right, sorry. That's actually correct. It should react like that. So we'll do save slot 1. Now when we go to save game, there we go, we've got our save to slot 1. And it highlights when we hover over it. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's finish customizing this menu. So we've got this button down here. So let's change this guy to zombie as well. Give him an outline size of 3 because he's a little bit of a bigger feller. And we will do the lovely red color. And we'll size the button more to like the text size. Put it a bit more in the center. There we go. And then again, we'll do the draw as none. Draw as none. And then the last thing we need to do is take our save game thing here. Turn that to zombie. And give it some outline. Save 3 again, and its lovely red color. Bosh in. Now we can also add our image. So let's drag that out. And we'll do... we have a save and load one for this. So let's go back to the assets and we'll bring in our... You know what? I should just bring them all in really, shouldn't I? Because we're going to need them all. So I'll just drag them all in. No, don't open the photo viewer. Drag them all into here. Now we can go back to our save file and we can change this to save, size it to content, reset these to 0, and now we can do the anchor like so. Excellent. It will send it to the back again, so -10. And now we need to move some stuff around. So you can see we don't need this save game text anymore, so we can get rid of that because we've also already got the save in the thing. So if we just grab these, move them down, and we'll put them about there. We'll grab the anchors and make it so we look like that, and then we can hit compile, and there we go. We've got our save game menu. So now if we hit play, we go to the title menu. We've got our title menu working. We can go new game. Still need to do the select slot. We're in the game. We can save our data to whatever slot we're currently needing. Pretty darn sweet. And we've got our cancel button down here. And yeah, that's that done. I mean, obviously you can customize these however you like. Come on, come on, come at me, bro. Come at me. Not gonna shoot me, are you? Oh, he is. He wants some. Oh, I can shoot him through the window. Oh, I've run out of ammo though. Crap. I don't need any health. Oh, I'm getting carried away playing it. Okay. Right, so let's move on to the next one in our menus. So we've got save done. Let's do save slot select. And again, we'll do exactly the same as we did in the save menu. So we'll drag in the image. We'll set the image up first. So we'll get the save. There we go. And we will size that to content, reset the position, make it big, and send it back. Nice and easy, nice and straightforward. Grab these bad boys, move them down. Nice. And then we'll also change their anchor points to over there. And we need our select save slot. We justify its center. And we're going to change this to our zombie font and give it some outline. And we're going to make it red. Now, obviously, this font doesn't really fit. It's a bit too comic-y, but it will do for our purposes. So I'll just come and move this down into the center of the screen, I think. and we'll anchor it as such. There we go. That's a bit more centered, and I think actually we'll give it some more outline, so we'll try 4 for that. Okay, so let's grab our slot stuff here, and we'll go into our font. We'll do zombie, do our nice red, and we'll give it an outline size of 2. Lovely stuff. Now we can grab the buttons, and we'll do what we did before, where we draw it as none, leave it as a box for the hovered, and we'll draw it as none for clicked. And that should be it now. So let's go, and we'll go into start menu. We'll do a new game, and there we go. We've got save game to slot 1. We've already got data in. It's telling us to select the save slot, and we can cancel if we want. What I might do is blur the background a little bit, but then that would also blur the title. So we're just going to kind of live with it for the way it is right now. You do a much better job, but this is just to show you how quickly and easily you can customize these menus to be able to create your own game. I mean, obviously you do a much better UI, but there you go. That's that done. So what's next on the list? Settings. So we're just going to briefly do the same again for settings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the image, drag it onto the canvas panel, because it's going to be difficult to find that one at the back there. We'll select it. Probably should be naming these as well. We'll do spoon, and we'll grab the title one again, and we will size to content, and then we will anchor it in place and send it back to -10. Lovely stuff. What's the background blur at? That's at -10 as well. So let's bring that to -9, bring it 1 forward. And that blurs the background there as well. Might actually either reduce the blur strength. Let's try 2. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There we go, that'll do. Alright, so we've got our object type. So let's grab all these texts and do them all at once. So we're going to do zombie. We're going to do nice red. We're going to do outline size of 3. And there we go, that's that done. So we'll do the same for the save and return. Zombie font. Outline size 3. And now we need to make this button bigger to accommodate. There we go. And then we can just move that back into position there. And then we'll do the normal thing of drawing as none, and then none for pressed. We also need to change this font color to a nice red, and there we go. I'm going to leave those as the current font. Obviously, you probably use more than one font in your game for different things, I suppose. Okay, so there we go. That's that done, and we'll give it an outline size of 4. And then I think I'm going to move this whole settings panel down to the right. Maybe scale it in. No, we'll just leave it like that for now. Although these individual rows can be moved if you want to. Anyway, that's our settings menu done. So I'm just going to compile that, and now we can check it out. So we can go to P, settings, and there we go. Got save and return. And obviously you can move these around, put them where you want, change where the text goes, all that good stuff. I mean, as long as you just leave the buttons in place, because they've got all the function attached to them, and make sure they line up with the right ones. So we'll save the game. That's all good. We can go back to the title menu. We can load a game. So now we need to do the load game screen. So we'll give that the same treatment. So there's our load game. Pretty good. Right, drag in an image. And like I say, this is how easy this whole is to customize. Just grab the load, size the content, reset the position, anchor it to full screen, send it back 10. Good stuff. So let's grab all these buttons and we'll move them all down. There we go. And where are these bad boys anchored? The top left. That could come down a little bit more. Nice. Okay. So now we can go about customizing the buttons for this. So we can go to grab the text and we'll set them to the zombie font. Make it red. Give it a nice thick outline. And we'll do the same. We can delete that actually. And we'll do the same for the cancel button down here. So zombie, red, and a nice thick outline. Cool beans. Then all we got to do is grab the buttons again. And then we can do draw as none, draw as image, and pressed is going to be draw as none. Okay, so now we can hit play. We can go back to the title menu. We can go to load game. We can choose the slots to load. We can choose to delete them if we want to. And we can cancel. We can go to new game. We can select our slot to save to. And we're in. We've got all of this. We can save our game. We can cancel. We can go to settings. We can save and return. And yeah, it's that simple. And now all the menus are going to be set up and customized with your own personal stuff. The one thing I will do as well is just point out we've got like this little bit of text down here. So it's just like your copyright and licensing info. So we'll just put like Spoom is copyright from Monkey Game Design 2021, all rights reserved. We'll take the TM from there. We'll stick it on the end of Spoom just to make it look a bit more profesh. And maybe do bold italic. And there we go. So that's it. Now we've got our Spoom game all set up. We've got our menus with our new game, load game. We can cancel, we can load, we can cancel, we can settings, we can save and return, or cancel if you've not made any changes really. And we can select a new game, select a save slot, use the title menu, pause menu, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. So there you go. There's the UI, the menus for the UI, and obviously you do the same with the HUD. So you've got the main HUD here, and you can change the fonts for these. So we can do grab all of the text, and we can change this to zombie, and we can do some outline, give it 2, give it that nice red color. Lovely stuff. And there we go. So we can even play around with the locations of where we want stuff. So maybe we could want our grenades. Let's just make that a bit more reflective of the actual size. So we can then take those, strap them together, and we can bring them over here. Put them above our ammo maybe. How are they being justified? They're being justified to the right. So let's make that go a little bit over there. And we'll stretch that just a smidgen too. So now we need to anchor these to this side. So let's get the anchors and we'll do that, which is the same as this. So let's hit play and see how that looks in game now. There we go. So we've got our grenades, our landmines, and our weapon pistol all set up. There we go. Now I've got a shotgun. Or we can go and see, and it tells you at the bottom the weapon. It's the shotgun. It tells you how much ammo we've got. Crap, I need that ammo. Where are you? I saw ya. Oh, Christ. Hey, there we go. Got him with the exploding barrel. Shit, I'm supposed to be talking people through this. Right, so you're size 18, you're 24. So let's make you both 24. So fit in a little bit better. Let's move it up a little. Move it up a little. Size it more to its content. There we go. So how does that look now? That looks much better. So we got our weapon. Oh god. And it'll tell us what weapon we're holding, how much rounds we've got, how many grenades, and how many landmines. All good stuff. Where are these guys? Oh, there's one. Is he gone? Nice. Oh, and as you can see, we got lovely blood splatter decals that I've added. There's a nice system for that, which I think is pretty cool. Now we can go through here. Oh, this is pretty fucking cool. And then we go back through the door. I got 12 rounds. Get rid of him. Get some armor. Don't need no health. Nice. Okay, so now we need to do the level complete screen and all that stuff as well. So I'm gonna make these a little bit larger. So let's do 24 for those as well. And we'll just bring it out a little bit like that. Lovely. That's much better. I mean, you don't even need to have the bars if you don't want them. You just have it as text along the bottom of the screen, like Doom. Oh, I need the blue key. That's right. But yeah, so you can customize this really realistically any way you want. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to get rid of the health bars. And then we're going to move all of these down here. And I think over to the right. So now let's anchor those properly. It's a bit more doomy. Nice. So as well, I think what I'll do is bring those down. Yeah, that's better. Oh, didn't compile. My bad. There we go. Then we can just run up here, grab that. I mean, obviously you could get your own custom icons and things to use for the health gauge and whatnot and the stamina, but I just like the idea for this of just having it old school with just some text. And that looks pretty cool. Oh god, hi guys. Oh, that's some ammo. And as you can see, all the enemies are being added to the list of items for being destroyed. Oh, hello. That's... Whoa, hello. Nice. Right, there we go. Now we can... Now we need the blue key. So, right, what we can do now is we can just go and finish customizing the last few things, and then I'll show you how it works as a game, like as a finished product. I mean, obviously it's only taken a couple of hours to make, so it's not going to be AAA, but you get the point. So, game over. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of the background blur, and we'll bring in an image, which is going to be our game over screen. So if you died, do that, and then we can reset the position, send it back, get rid of the you died text because we don't need that anymore. Make sure this picture is anchored in the right way, and then we can get this, and again do our normal thing of drawing as none and drawing as none. And then we just simply take the text, change it to zombie, make it red, give it a nice outline of 3, maybe make it a bit bigger, so let's try 36. And then we'll get our button, we'll size that to match. Oh, my bad. Currently using an old t-shirt as a mouse mat because I can't afford a proper one. Okay, so the button is anchored to the center. And there we go. There's our you died screen customized. So now let's just go and test that out by getting ourselves killed. Oh no, I need to let these guys kill me. They're not doing a very good job, are they? I need to make their projectile speeds a bit faster. And obviously add some pain noises and stuff, but you could do that. You can do that yourself. I'm not gonna make the game for you. So there we go. There's our "You died" screen. And we can go load game, and it's gonna ask us for a game to load. We don't have any, so we're gonna cancel, go back to the start, and do a new game. And there we go. So now we've got now we've got our HUD set up. We've got our enemies, we've got them dropping weapons, we've got them being shot at. We've got our health pickups, we've got our armor pickups, we've got all that cool stuff. And we've got our game over screen. So the next thing we need is the win level screen. So we'll just do that. Again, I'm going to get rid of the background blur. I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to get our level complete. We're going to size that to content, reset it, send it backwards, get rid of that text now, anchor this into position. We'll do our buttons. Well, none. We'll change the font to zombie. Red. Outline of 2. No, 3. We'll go. And there we go. So now when we go to the title menu, to a new game, and we can go and actually play the level properly. So we'll just do some stuff, grab the armor. Nice. I could have done with grabbing the health too. There's some here. Nice. Grab the blue key card. Yummy. And that imp. Oh, that's tasty. That was tasty. Alright, let's grab the key card. Shotgun, some armor. Some health. Now, I forgot to set these strip mines to actually give the player any, so we can pick them up, but we're not going to get any. But we can get some grenades. If we go back over here. We can go through this door. Lobbing a grenade. Oh, he ducked it. All right, don't matter. We got to the next level anyway. All right, so we can go next level or title screen. So click next level, and boom, we're on the next level. It's that simple. So go back to the title menu, new game, slot one, boom, go back in. So if I was to kill those guys, pick up these health kits. I can't pick them up yet. I'll pick up the ammo. Pick up the armor. We can grab that, and then we can save. I believe the enemies are included in the save system. If not, they will be by the time you get your hands on this. So let's load that, and there we go. They weren't included in it. But that's not a problem. I will get onto that in the next revision. So yeah, it's that simple. All the stuff's gone, all our things are back. Oh no, yes, that's right, because I quickly put in that really low-tech, yeah, every time it's going to load up, it's going to set the player's current armor to 0, so we'll just get rid of that for now. And then the save will load normally. So go to the title menu, load the game, slot 1. There we go, now our armor's correct. Kill these guys for some more ammo. There we go, nice. So yeah, that's it. That's exactly how you would go about setting it up, and then you just go do your next level, put all your stuff into it, and you're away. I mean, it's very kind of, well, low quality right now, but obviously with some good models, some good textures, some good arenas, some good areas, some good level layout, you'll be able to make something that looks pretty good. And like I say, the best thing is all the functionality, all the systems are there for you already. So yeah, that about covers everything that there is to cover. I mean, obviously there's the blood splatter system, which will put decals and blood splatter impacts on stuff. There's explosion blueprints. Oh, let's see if I can. No, not quite. Go on, move back up there. Yeah, there we go. Nicely, nicely. So I will put out a demo version made using what we've just put together, so you can play for a couple of levels and get a feel for how the game works and how things are set up. The credits HUD is going to be very straightforward. It's not included in this build yet, but you know, it'll just be editable text. Oh, there we go. I died. So we can load our game from slot 1, and there we go. We're back where we were, but obviously now all these dudes are up in our rears. Nicely, nicely. So yeah, that's going to be how to put the game together. Like I said, there'll be a demo version of this available when I've put the final template up. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It is a YouTube video after all. And if you have any questions, then feel free to drop me a line or drop a comment.